day, boys and girls. This is Sam, and today I'm bringing you yet another video. This time it's gonna be quite a simple one. I am gonna be going over some of the items that I think constitute a safe investment. Now, you guys might be wondering, does safe investment always mean that it's actually gonna go up? That if you ever invest into it, you take basically no risk of ever having to cut your losses? Well, that's not true. A safe investment actually is an investment that has very little chance of going lower. It's not about going for an item that will surely fire up. It's more like going for an item that you know can't really drop in the current state of the economy. Because let's face it, ANET can still change stuff around. They have the power to do it and have shown us multiple times that they would be willing to use it. However, there are still quite a few items that you guys can go for without much risk at the moment. I'm going to show you three of such items that I personally have invested in because I believe they have potential in the near or medium term future. So some of the items I've been going for lately, and you might, if you pay attention to the movements of the trading post, come across them, are mystic coins. If you look at the mystic coins, you might remember some of the olden times where these were below the 6 silver mark. I used to stock up on these at that times. I bought 4 stacks and then I sold them when they hit the highest I thought they would ever go, 30 silver. And I was like, money everywhere. And then, actually, they went even higher, like the price stayed for quite a while around the 30 silver mark, and right now it is actually over 40 silver. The reason why is because a person in the last week went and bought the sell listings. Now you guys might be wondering still, why do that? Why actually go for something like this? It's because mystic coins are one of these items that there is a limited supply of. Not that the item can't be obtained anymore, but that the rate at which you obtain them is limited. Unless, like me, you have multiple accounts, you might be ending up quite often going to the trading post and buying mystic coins. I actually do that as well because not even my 2 accounts are enough to get them at the pace at which I spend them. As such, mystic coin represent a pretty good investment for the future because there is not that much chance that ANET will do a major change to them. You guys could be considering going for these, just like I did. Another item that I think has potential will be the Flax Blossom. Flax Blossom is like that one gem that is stupidly cheap. And why is that, you might ask? It's because, not like the other gems, this one cannot be used to make amalgamated gemstones. Now, what could we think about that? Maybe ANET, looking at the price of amalgamated gemstones, would fix it. After all, if the next legendaries are released and more people try to make amalgamated gemstones, the prices will just keep rocketing higher and higher. This is not possible for the current economy. We can't afford that. As such, they might actually start by making the current gemstones, the tier 6 gemstones that are not used, actually usable in the creation of amalgamated gemstones. Flag Blossom represent a good option for these as they fit the T6 gemstone requirement and are actually pretty cheap at the moment. If you were to buy a stack of them, at much you would lose less than 6 gold. In my opinion, that's a loss you might be okay with eating. And since we're discussing safe bets, we're discussing the ones that don't have that much risk of going very low. You can always sell them to the vendor and get most of your gold back. Now, the third idea that I had was actually going on and on about raids. As we know, ANET has now teased the next wing of the raids, and we all know that as of lately, they've been giving quite a bit of attention to the Condi side of the meta. As such, in my opinion, black diamonds represent a good idea. Black diamonds are usually between 1.5 and 2 gold. As such, you might have already started flipping them around and around for a bit, but what really is interesting about them is that they have a huge chance to skyrocket. Every time a major change was brought up in the meta concerning the Condi side of it, the black diamonds have gone up because they are used in the making of Vipers, which is definitely the best armor you can go for. You need quite a bit of them for a full set, and as such, people won't be farming them. You might want to buy a few of them just looking forward to the next raid. In the case that they do not sell immediately because nothing really hyping them up happens, you can always keep them for a bit and try to flip them to at least recover your costs or eventually make a slight profit. Now that I have gone over these three items, I think that you guys have gotten an idea of what I am calling a safe investment. Something that is tied to very little risk and doesn't necessarily go up by a lot. Just that you can put your gold in it and feel safe about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and actually will be thinking of much and much more ideas about safe investments. Feel free to share them in the comments. I would be glad to review them with you. Meanwhile, have a nice day and see you soon. Remember that you can always subscribe to me to get notified when I push up more content. You can also decide to support me by going to watch my Twitch and actually make me happy on Sundays. See you guys there too.